I've been off for a little while, so I feel a little bit not knowing what's going on. Just bear with me for a while. I had to have a little facial surgery. The problem was they gave me the same face back that I had. No, we're very thankful to have good doctors, and when we have a little something wrong, that we're in a country that we can go to a doctor. A lot of countries don't have that. And cancer is not a respect of persons. So I'm thankful that everything turned out all right, and unfortunately I did get the same face back. Today I'm fixing one of my favorite meals, and you probably do it too. It's grits and shrimp. I've got my sausage or my bacon cooking already, so I got that started. Now, and it's very simple. All you need is grits, milk, shrimp, and cheese, and a few flavorings, and it's that easy. Now, for my liquid, I just use half milk and half water. A cup of water and a cup of milk. We'll put it in the pan over here. Well, I got that one going. And I use the 5-minute grits. If you use a high-fire grits, you've got to sit there and stir it for a half an hour, and I really don't have that kind of time, but I know you don't. So I use the 5-minute grits. And a little bit of cheese. I'm not a real big cheese person in grits, but I put a little bit out. And my seasonings are, it's salt, pepper, chili powder, garlic powder, and that's what I use. It's in one little box, and I use it. I do use a little bit of thyme. Other than that, it's in that one little thing. So right now, I'm just waiting for the bacon. I've got about 1, 2, 3, about 6 pieces of bacon in here. The bacon, I'm just gonna fry the shrimp in. I love grits and shrimp. I'll put the milk over here now so we can change it. In the milk for the grits, I put a teaspoon of salt. And I put about a half teaspoon of pepper right now. Later on, I'll put a little bit more. And I'll just let that boil. When it comes to boil, then I'll put the grits in. Well, the water has started boiling, so I'm going to put my grits in. I've got a cup of water, a cup of milk, and a half a cup of grits. And I'm just going to add them slowly so they don't clump. People sometimes use chicken broth to cook them in, but I don't prefer chicken broth over milk and water. I do like the taste of this plain grits. Now, if you would like a little bit extra flavor, you can put it in chicken broth. Sharing breakfast with someone. So it's still one of the easiest breakfasts that you can fix. Now this has already started boiling. So now I'm gonna let it boil for just a few minutes. Not a few minutes, but a minute or so. Because I put a top on it and set it off. Now my bacon has cooked, and I've taken it up and let it drain. Now we're going to do our shrimp. Now with my shrimp, like I said, I use a little bit of thyme, not much, just maybe a teaspoon, half a teaspoonful, and of course. The Creole seasoning is just, you can get this anywhere. I've seen it at the dollar store even. You can get the original, you can get the hot, you can get, any that you really want. So some of it went up my nose, it looks like. But that's me. I would think you use at least a tablespoon of this because a lot of it just slides right off. I'm using my bacon for, excuse me again, to fry my shrimp in. See how easy that is? And I do like famous shrimp, don't you? And of course, it just takes like 3 minutes at the most to cook shrimp. And by that time, your 5-minute grits are done, so it really doesn't take very long time. They're just kind of meal. Keep them going. Now, our shrimp is done. I don't particularly like gravy on my grits, but if you want a little bit, you can put a little bit of cooking sherry in it. It's really good that way. So I'll put a little bit on this. So, basically our shrimp is cooked. I'll put our grits back on here. And of course, we have to have butter in grits. What would you have grits for if you didn't have a big blob of butter? Or I like it that way. Now you can get your grits as thick or as loose as you want to. All you have to do is if you would like them a little bit thinner, just add a little bit of milk. And then we have our cheese. Like I said, I'm not a real cheese person in grits, but most people do, so I'm adding it for someone else. And of course, it melts quickly. Let's check if it has enough salt. Now I could use more salt. But maybe a half teaspoon more. And I think we are in business here. Let's get a little bit of shrimp. A little bit of grits. And let's put a few pieces of bacon on top of it. That'll be good. Since we got it, we might as well use it. Plus, it is good on the grits. Okay, let's throw our shrimp on there. That's breakfast for one. We have plenty breakfast for two more, I think. Yes. I'll put a little bit of the liquid on it too. Which sort of looks like a little gravy, I think. Well, this is a simple breakfast for a couple people. I hope you'll try it, and I hope we get together again real soon. It's a beautiful time of year. Be thankful for it. Remember the joy. Subscribe, ring that bell for me. We'll see you soon.